Welcome to Vogtle Timeline, our quarterly report bringing you the latest news from the Vogtle 3 and 4 site near Augusta, Georgia. In late February, Georgia Power filed the 18th Vogtle Construction Monitoring Report with the Georgia Public Service Commission. This report included a revised lower rate impact for Georgia Power customers and highlighted the significant progress made during the 6-month reporting period of July through December of 2017. This rate impact is well below original projections of approximately 12%, thanks to anticipated customer benefits from federal production tax credits, interest savings from loan guarantees from the U.S. Department of Energy, and the fuel savings of nuclear energy.
In January, Georgia Power announced that customers would pay $139 million less than expected in 2018 for the Vogtle nuclear expansion due to changes in federal tax laws and full receipt of the Toshiba parent guarantee payments. Additionally, Georgia Power bill credits amounting to $75 per individual customer were approved by the Georgia PSC as part of its order to continue construction of Vogtle 3 and 4 as a direct result of the Toshiba parent guarantee payments.
So much has been happening on the site in both Units 3 and 4. The inside of Unit 3 containment continues to stay on the critical path schedule with the placement of 200 cubic yards of concrete that completed the maintenance deck. With this elevation completed in containment, various work fronts have now opened. SPL structural steel assemblies have been placed. These are what will support the next 4 elevations, which is also known as the operating deck. Several electrical penetration assemblies have also been installed. Each unit will have 29 of these assemblies that provide the pass-through of electrical conductors for instruments and electrical services through the containment vessel, shield building, and auxiliary building walls while maintaining containment pressure integrity and leak tightness. Other key milestones include the placement of the Unit 3 pressurizer, which will provide pressure control inside the reactor coolant system once the unit begins operating. In addition, the construction team placed both Stargate assemblies in the first bay of the Unit 3 turbine building. These intricate rebar assemblies support the concrete enclosure for the main steam and feed water system penetrations in the first bay of the turbine building. The 306-ton reactor vessel has been lifted into its permanent location inside the Unit 4 nuclear island. Fabricated in South Korea and arriving at Vogtle from the port of Savannah, the 35-foot-tall component functions as a heat source for the nuclear fission process to produce steam that will generate electricity for homes and businesses throughout Georgia. As you can see, the work never stops here at Vogtle, but volunteerism is also a top priority to support our local community through various outreach programs. In honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., approximately 40 Southern Nuclear and Georgia Power employees and their families participated in a day of service on the MLK holiday in the spirit of a day on, not a day off. The volunteers built a wheelchair ramp in addition to other improvements at the home of a Waynesboro resident who cares for her disabled son. The giving continues year-round here at Plant Vogtle. The United Way of the CSRA provided services to almost 122,000 residents in the area with the help of community contributions like those from the people here at Vogtle 1 through 4. In 2017, Alex Thurkel, site design engineer, was part of the United Way Loan Professional Program from the Vogtle project. We spoke with Alex about his experiences during his time in the program.
So the Loan Professional Program is an opportunity for companies to donate an employee to the United Way, specifically for us, the United Way of the CSRA. And that employee's responsibility while they are working for the United Way is to help the United Way during their campaign to raise money, to learn about the United Way, and to go to other organizations, not just Southern Company, and give presentations, try to raise money throughout their fall campaign, which lasted about 12 weeks. United Way, they do 3 things. The first is that as a community, they investigate where does our community have its greatest need. And then it specifically tailors the decisions on which agencies to support based off of that need. And ultimately what that means is at the end of the day, when you make a contribution, however big you want it to be, then you are not only giving to just one organization or agency, you're actually fulfilling the entire needs of our community. And that's what's special about United Way, is because the United Way here in the CSRA is different than the United Way elsewhere in other communities, and they're very specifically tailored for those.
Thanks so much, Alex, for a look into this amazing organization. Giving of a different sort happens here at Vogtle on a daily basis with the Emergency Response Team, or ERT. 30 ERT members are on site daily to respond to a host of medical emergencies. Identified by their red hard hats, these men and women are the first responders and can be the difference between life and death. We caught up with Daniel Thomas and Maria Noble on site to find out more about this amazing program.
ERT is a group of individuals that respond to personnel that have been injured or ill on the job site.
I'd happened to see a couple of red hats around and I started asking. I was involved with the fire department in a previous job. I saw the opportunity to help.
With the confined spaces and the potential for technical rescues, the team was originated to keep everyone on this job site safe and going home to their families each and every day.
Well, our process is when there's an emergency that's happening, they call the emergency phone. The person in charge of the emergency phone will then dispatch whoever's in the closest area, and then they'll call one of the captains in that area, and then that captain will call us on our push-a-talks and request whoever it is that is needed for that emergency. Sometimes we do have all call, which is all ERT. We do all respond to that situation there.
In a cardiac arrest type situation, you have what's known as the golden hour. The emergency response team is key to the job site because we can respond in a timely effort to get people to the hospital and get them on further care so they have a potential for a greater survival rate. ERT's average response times usually run in between 2 to 4 minutes, and we have saved approximately 6 lives on this job site as of today.
What I would like to share is that, we're here for everybody. Whatever the problem is, big or small, you can come to us. If you see a red hat, you have a problem, we're there to fix it or try to help you fix it, get you somebody that can.
Well, that's all the news we have time for today. Thanks for joining us as we share the latest updates here at the Vogtle 3 and 4 site. We look forward to seeing you this summer for more great stories here on the Vogtle Timeline Report.